Alright, back for round number 1. We're on the play. This hand looks like a pretty easy keep. Got all our mana. We have exactly 1 Legion Conquistador, which is exactly what we want. We've got removal. And we have our splash. Perfect. And our opponent mulled to 5. I suppose I should check where they put their scry. Put it on top. Some people are just so lucky. Oh man, see, this is the nightmare scenario. Already I hate this card. See what my opponent's up to over there. 1-3, that's no fair. Alright, let's get in there for 2. No blocks, huh? I'll take it. Let's cast the stupid Grey Ogre. Okay, more 3 toughness blockers, that's annoying. I'm not about to throw away a removal spell on a 1-3 though. Maybe not. It is going to grow into a problem later, because I'm assuming it's in his deck, given that he has more, explore guys later. So maybe the play would just be to kill it now, rather than play another crappy 3-drop. Something tells me that's wrong though. I can attack here. The other benefit to this is if he tries to use like a combat trick or something, we have the means to blow it up. So even though this attack isn't profitable right now, I think I'd rather develop my board than potentially waste resources trying to get through his early defense. Pretty sure our deck has inevitability. He is using a trick. See, this works out perfectly. Don't get any life, but I will take my 2 for 1. So now he's on a mold of 4. See what dinosaur nonsense he can get up to try to get out of this situation. No land, no play. Interesting. Go ahead and chip in there. Don't know of any flash guys you could play that would be annoying in white. Man, my client is laggy as hell right now. Don't know if it's my internet or the client or what's going on. It's just the curse of the Austin Block video series. There's always at least one moto restart. So here we go again. what I should start doing is, like, every time I record a video series, I should change my background just to have something nice for you guys to look at, because you are guaranteed to see it at least once a video is set. Just seems to be always how it works out. So on a related note, is everyone looking forward to Magic Arena? Because I know I am. Can't wait to get rid of this client. What is happening right now? Attacking with 2/2s is too much for this client to handle, I suppose. More Grey Ogres. So far this card is not impressing me. But I suppose when your opponent is playing all 3 toughness blockers, it's not going to look as good. Like if his defense had just been like 2/2s, I would actually be pretty happy with it, because that would give me a way to keep generating advantage while he's trading off his 2-drops for mine. 1-drop Raptor Companion, huh? Had to be what he drew, given he did nothing last turn. Okay. I'll hold on to the Unknown Shores for now. Maybe that's not true. Don't know if I'm gonna need to have this swamp in hand for some unknown reason later. I guess it lets me bluff some stuff. You never know. Happily trade off one of my guys for his Raptor Companion. I'm not going to use my premium removal on his 2-drops, given how far ahead we are. So this is fine. Play another stupid Grey Ogre. Grey Ogres might get there this game, given the way we've been going so far. Finally found a second green, so let's see what he can get up to now. Alright, it's 3/2, 3/4 reach. It's probably good enough to use a removal spell on, depending on what we draw. Let's draw Vraska. Well, hello there. That definitely gives me more incentive to race, so I think I'm going to spend this removal spell. Also, I know I'm like pretty far ahead this game, but I'm just thinking about if I drew that that Blood Feast card or whatever it's called that lets me pay 2 to draw 2 cards or draw a card. That card seems extremely powerful right now, so I'll keep that in mind moving forward. That definitely improves my estimation of the card. I thought it was more situational, but I kind of forgot that the black-white archetype is all about life gain, just like incremental chipping and getting, you know, small lifelink creatures and life gain effects, which complements that strategy of paying life well, obviously. Opponent does have the full arsenal of their deck available to them now, I'm assuming. Got up to 4 mana, they've got a cost reducer so they can start doing things. That 3/3 does shut me off for now. Okay. Do I want to play this now? I can drain for 4 and then attack. Just deal 2 damage. That's not quite enough. I'm just trying to think if I want to hold it and deal surprise damage later, but I don't think so. I think I just want to keep applying pressure to the board. So if I draw like another removal spell or, you know, some way to start pushing damage through, I'm going to want as much power in play as possible. This game might crawl to a halt here, though. I'm going to keep playing out all my lands in case I do draw that enchantment that I mentioned, just so I can draw as many cards as possible as soon as I play it. pass the turn. We just need like one more piece to put us over the top. He could definitely crawl back into this with the right string of plays. Jungle Delver, it's not going to be a huge problem right now. There's a card. Could give him some headaches next turn. I could attack with the bishop here. I guess I should have done that before sending. But at best he can trade for the Pterodon Knight, but I'm fine with that trade. So that'll clear the way a little bit for our subsequent attack. Looks like we'll have lethal next turn, because we can attack, tap this thing, he can block 1/2/2 and take 6, but that assumes he's not able to develop his board in any way. So let's see what transpires. He could be holding on to some removal spell and just hasn't had the opportunity to put it on something good yet. No, he's playing something now. Something big. Okay, that's pretty annoying if he gets to untap with that. Okay, so here I can... So the only creature he has that's a dinosaur is this guy. So, if I attack and tap the Thundering Spine back, he can trade 2/2, block here, take 4, then he gets to untap, make a 4/4, but he only has two blockers, and I'll have 3 attackers plus another tap. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously attacking here. I'm just making sure I'm going to be able to win this race. He's not going to be able to kill me anytime soon, so I mean, my plays kind of make themselves here, but I think I should be able to still kill him next turn. He doesn't have 7 lands, so he's only going to be able to make 1 dude next turn. Oh, this costs 6 mana to activate. I thought it cost 4. So I thought if he had 8 mana, he'd be able to do this twice, but should definitely be able to kill him through that. Or just any one blocker. I'm assuming, I'm not sure exactly. Opponent's deep in the tank while being tapped out. Gotta love it. Maybe he's also disconnecting. Who knows? Magic Online's a wonderful program sometimes. It's looking like our army of stupid 2/2s is going to get the job done. To be fair, we did draw our payoff card with all of the Legion Conquistadors, so it's not like they did nothing besides being 2/2 inefficient attackers. Give me some credit here. So I'll double check my math again. He's going to trade, block, take 4. And next turn he'll have... Oh, is my client frozen again? There we go. Tap that guy. Gonna go ahead and F6. I should play my land, but I'm just so tired of having to wait to click OK. Life's too short. Go ahead, sir. He can make 1 guy. I tap 1. He has 2 blockers, and then I kill him. Yep. Alright, sweet. Barely got over the finish line. So... Jury's still out on the 3-mana 2/2s, but it didn't look very good, especially in this matchup. So let's look at some other options. It's just the same thing. This card's certainly coming in. What else? Sunrise Seeker is fine, probably. Let's do a quick dinosaur check. I don't think we have very many. We have these two guys. Most of our guys are vampires or pirates. Vampire. This is the dinosaur, I suppose. So I could play the Pterodon Knight. Most of the time it's just going to be a gray ogre, or I guess a hill giant rather, but occasionally it'll get flying, so maybe that's worth it. And I could consider bringing in, like, I don't really want to play a bad dinosaur. I think those are the only dinosaurs in my deck besides dipping into another color. Yeah. That makes my bishop a lot worse, I will say. How many vampires do we have left in our deck after that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still a fair number. It's just not going to be as explosive as it was that game. But I think it still makes sense to keep it in my deck. I could just cut it for the Sunrise Seeker, but I think the upside still exists, and Jury's still out on this card. And this card did kind of win me the game, single-handed me there. I don't think our 2/2 army would have done the job without that little bit of extra reach we got. This hand looks great. Look at all the great spells we have. Just kidding. This hand, I guess, is a keep. Yeah, sure, I'll keep land on top. I would prefer to have a 3-drop to bridge me over to my 4-drops, but being able to guarantee that we'll be able to play our 4-drops is also nice. No 2-drop. Alright, crap army assemble. Technically we did draw a 3-drop, but I don't think it's going to be a 3-drop this game. It's also worth noting that this is a sorcery. It would be nice if we could use it to blow up combat tricks like we saw the +2/+2 earlier. That's not going to be an option here. But he did see the destroy 3 our last card, so maybe that will force him to respect, you know, future combat steps. I'm just going to pass here. I'm not going to attack. I'll offer the trade on defense. Although we could just wait and offer to trade with our 1/1 vampire, which is certainly a better defensive body, but let's see what he's up to now. Nope, he's not going to make that trade. Makes sense. That's not the worst draw. Let's go ahead and send for 1. We'll lead off with the Paladin. Then next turn we can play the Erisar, send the Paladin to the skies. We've got a nice little flying army going. Plus we get to hold up Slash of Talons. So I'm just hoping he doesn't play like a flyer or a reach guy this turn. Even if he does, it's not the end of the world. Well, there's a big flyer that I can't kill with either of my removal spells. A little awkward. Also matches up pretty well against the Erisor. This turn, at the very least, we can send our Paladin to the skies. Oh, he's trading. That seems surprising to me, unless he has a trick of some sort. I would not have made that trade if I was him. That thing was holding off my entire board. But I don't know what's in his hand. I won't judge. Maybe he's got another one. Alright, fair enough, sir. Even so, I don't know if I would have made that trade. Oh, okay. That kind of works. I'll go ahead and use that because I'm going to have to use it eventually anyway. And just developing my board with 3-1 isn't going to do a whole lot. Alright, so we have a plan. It's called keep attacking with our flyers and hope he doesn't play more flyers or go over the top somehow. But we're kind of looking good on the dealing with threats front, at the very least. He's not going to be able to take over the game with that big 7-drop or anything this game. So we've got that going for us. We've got the ground handled pretty nicely. Okay, that's pretty good. Just more 3-power flyers that I can't kill with my Legion's Judgment. Pretty obnoxious. Alright, let's formulate a game plan here. How do I want to deal with his flyer? Am I willing to trade with my Aerosaur? I might have to be. I can also offer a 2-for-1 trade with Slash of Talons if he blocks the Skyblade of the Legion. He's probably going to suspect something's up though if I attack with the Skyblade, although I guess I could be bluffing a +2/+2. So maybe he doesn't make the trade. You know, if he suspects something's up, I think he'd be able to make a play to utilize or maximize his chances, but I think I will do this anyway. I don't think I want to pump the brakes just yet. Okay, he does want to do the 2-for-1 trade, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do it now. The correct play would be to do it in the post-combat phase, but I'm worried about messing up priority. I don't want to do that. If he's a pump spell, I suppose I can use the Legion's Judgment, so it's not the end of the world. Once again, I guess I should have played my land. Doesn't matter a ton. Alright, that's fine. Does kind of take away my offense, unfortunately. Oh, interesting. He's taking away the Pious Interdiction. It also turns off my future Pious Interdictions. Fair enough. Alright, I guess we're just playing Drago for a while. It's not a great feeling, but gotta do what you gotta do. He's got double white now. Oh, that's the best he can do. Hey, that's a card. That should get me ahead pretty nicely here. So I'll go ahead and draw one card immediately, see if it changes my decision, but then I'll just probably pass the turn. Because if I draw a card and find like a Vanquish the Foul, that will allow me to start attacking right away. Well, that's unfortunate, given that this prevents me from casting it. I'll just pass the turn, draw another card on end step. Yeah, this card's looking pretty great actually. I was worried about it not being up to snuff, but in this situation where we're both drawing off the top of our deck, that'll probably just win me the game by itself. Interesting. Alright, let's draw a couple more cards. Okay, that's a card. I do have a dinosaur. Now we're just looking for one of our removal spells that we can actually cast, so I can finish him off by getting rid of his flyer. Okay, now we have options. I think I'll start with a Sunrise Seeker. That doesn't cost me life. That'll leave me with 4 mana left over. Hello. I will leave that on top of my library. And then I will pass the turn. I'm going to read Vraska really quick. It doesn't gain me life or anything, just destroys and makes a trophy or a treasure. I just want it. The only concern I have now is paying too much life to draw cards. Maybe I want to stop after like one more card. Yep, he just concedes. Yep, this card's great. Vraska's great. Yeah, our deck's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, he just had all mana in hand. Oh, destroy flyer would have been good though, but yeah, I think he was still just too far ahead, or too far behind. But yeah, lesson learned, rares are good. Let's try another match.